Hi, Dyslexic Genius here, Brett Hurt. I'm back on the ground up restoration of the Edison Home, and I've done the whole top end except for the repeat mechanism, which will be last. I've put everything together on the 2 4-minute changer. I've aligned this pulley to the center of the slot in the bottom here, so I can look straight down and it's centered piece. And this is the easiest way to do it before you put a belt on anything. You can do all the adjustments. So if you put it in the non-play position, you just like that, and you go right into here. And it's running wonderfully. And then I set the half nut to the lead screw. I've talked about that, putting a little piece of paper under here and adjusting the half nut. And this all runs smoothly. And then this piece here, the changer, you can move it left or right with a screw so that you can get it to lock onto the 4 and lock onto the 2 like that. Now what we're going to talk about is the bottom end and the motor. And you want to protect everything, even if you haven't redone all the painting and everything like we have on this motor. We'll set this right in here. There we go. Now you have to put the 4 screws in here and the 4 springs, and each spring has a big end and a small end, and the small end always goes out toward the screw. So it's kind of like a pyramid. So you got the small part going toward the motor board and the big end going against the motor and the motor chassis. And you want to make sure that all these have this little metal cap right here where my screwdriver is, and that goes over the end of the screw to help it press down. And then you'll just want to tighten these down. But to put this bolt in, you notice the governor is missing. I had to take the governor out to put this screw in. But in a previous video I talked about getting the motor running and adjusting the governor. So now it's very simple to put the governor back into the phonograph, into the home, readjust everything, and you're set to go. Then we'll put in the on-off switch here. We'll put in the tensioner pulley on this side and the drive pulley. Now on the drive pulleys on homes, you notice we have a thicker piece on this side than a thicker piece on this side. And a lot of times, this is a small side, and people set them with a thick piece this way. Well, what happens is this will start driving off the end of the shaft here, so you can flip it this way, and this holds it a lot more secure, because I talked about aligning the pulley on the lead screw down here. So when you put everything together, right there, it's all aligned, and the shaft is sticking out the other end here. So if you're trying to align it the other way, you put all this together and you put all that in here, and now we have a hole in here. So the screw is barely hitting the end of the drive shaft off the motor, and then that's weakening everything. You want to keep everything solid on homes or any Edison like this, so you just flip them around. And this will make them run a lot easier. We'll put in the tension pulley. We've glued the end of the screw of the tension pulley. And now what's nice is you're looking at the motor this way, and after I get the pulley in and the tensioner pulley in, now this is a much easier way to build the belt when you're building the belt. And we have videos on doing the belt, and it'll make it a lot easier for you to have everything out sitting here to do the belt. It's coming along well. I've enjoyed doing this restoration, and that's my tip for the day.